chemistry of this atmosphere is unlike that of any other.
Make me destroy you.
Dark side. Dark side.
Back in the year 1984, I was a scientist. One of my most greatest inventions was the time machine. I wanted to test it out by traveling 100 years into the future, and I decided to bring 3 of my good friends with me from college. We ended up in the same place where my laboratory was located, but it was no longer there. It was a deserted area. We decided that the only thing that we could do was to create a comparison between 1984 and where we are now, 2084. We set out to find our future selves and any information on what life is like today. Discovered that my friends no longer exist at this time, but I am still alive, but at the verge of death. I find that I am still living, but I am over 100 years old. We find out that a lot has happened and changed in the past century. We looked up myself in the yellow pages, and we traveled across town to interview my future self.
Into Seymour's house, we found an old brittle man watching a huge advanced television screen, which was built into the wall. We were astounded at the advanced technology that they had. We were all wondering how he was still living. He said that the advanced medical technologies made it possible. We were curious to know how life was. We decided to interview him. He tells us his story.
To compensate for this, he had an idea to replace the human beings with robots who could fight in wars and replace the humans. He created the first robot in 2020, thus starting the robotic achievement. The production of robots increased day by day. Soon they were as common as household pets.
Another major event in the past century was the War of the Races, which was very extensive and destructive. The war was between the 2 races, the human race and the robots. The winner would decide the future of the country. We were all wondering how the war started. The future Seymour Bunce told us that there was a horrible cancer-like disease which spread throughout the country known as parotitis. A crew of scientists was working on a vaccine for it called the Feliciano vaccine. Amongst the crew was a robot. The robot malfunctioned and the vaccine was wasted and lost. The laboratory exploded and all possible traces of the vaccine was destroyed. It was decided that the robot would be executed. The android general, who was the inventor of the robots, was against the decision. The robots were his creation.
After the execution of the robots, all of the robots started to disobey their commands. Soon the matter was out of control. The robots started to cause destruction. They started to rebel against the humans.
There came to power the android general. The humans became enslaved to the robots and had full control over the humans' actions. It was very hard for the humans to live peacefully in society. Humans were under 24/7 surveillance. There were cameras on every street corner and in their houses. Phone and internet conversations are all tapped and saved on file. The mail and email of all the people were read and filtered. Surveillance vans were on the streets 24/7 and could listen to conversations within a 100-foot radius.
The battle to regain the country is ongoing and continuous. As time goes on and as the humans got experience fighting the robots, they acquire different skills that will slowly help them defeat the robots. Of the robots to be a key ingredient in the Feliciano vaccine. It is known as Chemical X. It is the secret to the cure of barreitis and therefore is used in the Feliciano vaccine. The scientists realized that the robot that was part of the scientists' crew malfunctioned on purpose because it knew that the completion of the Feliciano vaccine would mean the destruction of the robot. The chemical X inside the Feliciano vaccine is the weakness of the robots. The way that they could get into the robot, the way to inject the robots would be to inject it in their circuits through the USB port. The USB ports were used to update the computer software.
Humans now know the weakness of the robots and how to use it. The weakness of the android would have to be a mix of something that would kill a human and something that would kill a robot. The way to kill the android would have to be to design a bullet filled with chemical X. They would then load a gun with these bullets and shoot the human side of the android.
Humans make plenty of chemical X vaccines and bullets to kill the android. When a RoboCop kills the humans decide to strike back. The humans strike with their USB injections and slowly take out every robot. They inject the chemical X into their circuits, which fry them and shut them down permanently. While this is happening, a group of the strongest and wisest humans team up and take down the android.
Humans emerge victorious and dispose of every robotic remains. They regain their freedom and obtain the robotic technology. Society is stabilizing and the construction is ongoing. A democracy is once again established and peace has been restored. Hi.
Stop! The humans make plenty of The humans make plenty
Yeah, I'm leaving.
No. The humans make plenty of chemical X vaccines and bullets to kill the good.
Oh,
Yo, what did that say? Oh, Android.
Oh, now he gets it.
It looks like good.
Go ahead.
The humans now know the weakness of the...
I didn't do anything.
Go.
The humans now know the weakness of the robots and how to use it. The weakness of the android...
What are you doing?
Redo all the way from the beginning.
Alright, wait, I'm gonna stop. Go.
Yeah, one more thing.
What are you waiting for?
You didn't tell me to go.
I said start.
The humans now know the weakness of the robots and how to use it. The weakness of the android would have to be a mix of something that could kill a human and something that could kill a robot. The weakness of the android would have to be a mix of something that would kill a human and something that would kill a robot. The way to kill the android would have to be to design a bullet filled with chemical X. The way to kill the android would have to be to design a bullet filled with chemical X. They would then... I don't even know what the hell is this.
Let me help
They
you.
would then... What again? Load, go,
Oh
go,
my
go.
god.
They would then load a gun with these bullets and shoot the human side of the android.
Swollen